This one's for you, Keegan.
Oh boy, I wonder what I got. No way! TrailheadMTB Wrapped! I've been waiting all year for this! Let's go!
And I gotta tell you, I never get tired of hearing that classic TrailheadMTB intro that's been rolling all of 2024.
Me neither, man.
So, this year... This year, in 2024, it's been a pretty big year for us here at TrailheadMTB. We've had a lot of exciting things happen to us and this channel, and we're going to go through a quick recap as well as some exciting things that's happened in the mountain biking community in 2024 as well. So,
Absolutely.
if you want to start with what's happened with our channel.
Yeah, sure. So, Tyler and I both turned 16 in 2024, which means we got our licenses, which has been huge because it granted us the opportunity to shred some more park, which has just been awesome and great for our progression. And speaking of progression, we've been able to conquer more confidently black jump trails and black tech trails for sure. We've had a couple double black tech trails, which we haven't felt super comfortable on, but we're definitely getting towards them.
If you head over to our Instagram, which we'll put right here, you can see some awesome videos of us hitting some black jumps at a
Yeah, absolutely.
And as well as our Killington video, I believe
Yeah.
we hit a couple of black trails like Goat Skull. So
Yeah,
head down and
for
check
sure.
that one. We'll link a little info card up here.
Yeah. Actually, while at Killington, Tyler broke his bike frame. Sorry, that wasn't at Killington.
Speaking of loon.
Speaking of loon.
Who said loon? Speaking of.
Wait, did you guys say loon? Because speaking of loon, Tyler got his bike frame correct.
No. It's all wrong. No.
So while shredding all that park, Tyler actually broke his polygon, which is crazy because he broke it in the frame. If you head over to our Instagram again, you can see the cracks, which is just insane that actually happened because I've actually never seen anyone break their bike frame. Actually, that's not true. If you head over to Friday Fails, you'll see a bunch of people do it, but not in the way that he did, which is very interesting. But since he broke his frame, he got an entire new bike. Would you get, Tyler?
I got a Rocky Mountain Altitude C30 from the Loon Bike Shop, and I picked that up for around $2,300. It's 2023. It was used for around a year at the rental shop, and if you want more details as well as the maiden voyage of that bike, we'll pop a little info card right here for the maiden voyage as well as the bike review on that bike.
Absolutely. Big part of this year for us has been just working on the channel, and this channel has grown significantly. It's grown from 10 subscribers at the beginning of the year to 74, which is kind of crazy to think about, that 74 people actually semi-enjoy our content enough to subscribe, which is just, thank you guys so much for that.
Once we hit 100, there may or may not be a small merch drop, so if you can smash that subscribe button.
And comment down below if you want to see that, by the way.
Right, then we'll end up putting out some merch and have a little 100 subscriber celebration. So make sure you smash that subscribe button only if you enjoy the content, of course.
Yeah, if you don't like it, then don't do it. Had tons of great bike trips with Bubbles. If you watch Highland Part 2, Bubbles POV of Highland Nar.
Sorry for the bell in advance.
Sorry for the bell. I'd recommend turning off your audio. But we've had many a trip with Bubbles. It's been awesome. Burke, it's been so fun. Bubbles has been a big part of this channel since it started. He's just great guy, hell of a mountain biker, but love Bubbles. And then the most important part of this year for us is just we gained a sponsorship, as I'm sure you guys have heard. One Life. I mean, we love One Life. They've been really great to us. They've been a great sponsor, and it's definitely the coolest thing in our athletic careers, just because we've both endured in sports since we were, 5, and it's just insane that someone actually sponsors us, and it's just the coolest thing ever.
So if you actually hate TrailheadMTB and you hate our channel and you're really just here to learn about bikes, this is a little bit that's been going on in the mountain bike community.
Yeah.
Number one, it's actually pretty recently.
Yeah.
GT Bikes is shut down. Skills with Phil has a video on it since he's a GT sponsored rider. I believe it was bought by a parent company that couldn't afford to keep all of their companies running. So unfortunately shut down. If you do head over to the GT website, you can get a lot of bikes for pretty dirt cheap right now.
Which is awesome.
They're not calling it an official shutdown, however, they are just calling it a pause, but rumor has it that it's not going to be back for either a long time or even ever, which is a pretty big loss to the mountain biking community. It looks dead. It's not dead. It didn't die.
Roll the sad music, black and white, please.
Pretty awful. Another awesome thing that's happened in mountain biking in the 2024 Paris Olympics is downhill mountain biking, which is a little bit different than what's been in the years past with cross country. But it's super awesome to see that our sport, in different styles and different disciplines, have been put into some of the heaviest competition in all of world sports. Some different advancements in mountain bike tech. We've definitely had a lot of advances in gearbox, chainless gearbox.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've sort of been trying to replace derailleurs, although they are expensive and only fit on a few select frames. But I am looking forward in 2025 and years to come, some different advancements and to sort of see how that can be put on some different bikes, because I might be interested in investing in one of those with the low maintenance as well as low operating costs.
Yeah, for sure.
Of that. Another interesting advancement that's happened, that's gotten a lot of controversy by Canyon, is their new KIS steering system, which actually links the handlebars inside the top tube of the frame through a rubber band that keeps the handlebars straight when you're in air, letting go of them.
Which I believe is a motorbike thing. I'm completely not certain about that at all.
Yeah, but it's just interesting that they're putting that in there, and it's definitely gotten a lot of controversy. Some people love it, some people hate it. Burn Peak has a video on that. Go check it out. He explains it a lot better than I just did. But it's a pretty cool advancement, and I'm interested to see where they take that from there. Another pretty big advancement for a lot of you guys who are just getting into mountain biking. You guys are pretty fortunate, because when I started mountain biking, this wasn't really a huge thing, is one-by drivetrains on a lot of budget and beginner mountain bikes. They're definitely starting to move away from the 3-by. Even bikes such as the Ozark Trail, which you can find at Walmart, has a 1-by, but I believe it's a 1x9.
Yeah.
Which is super awesome to see that they're really trying to push
for sure.
push new normals. Trailforks, which is an app that I'm sure a lot of you guys use. You can see it a lot, and even our Drummer Hill video, I was checking Trailforks when I got lost. I'm not interested in getting lost out here. I don't pay for Trailforks. I'm sure you don't pay for Trailforks. Yeah, I don't actually know anybody who pays for Trailforks. But they did come up with an update that's better for free users, and it updates their free user policy. So now you can download more than one region, which is super cool.
Amazing.
Because it used to autocorrect me to Vermont when I was in New Hampshire, and then it would mix everything up and be super annoying. Cannondale also came out with a new suspension system called FlexPoint, which sort of revolutionizes how the Cannondale frames are going to be working to work with that rear suspension. It works better with all their carbon frames, and it reduces the pedal bob, as well as allows for more fine-tune adjusting your suspension, which is awesome for more advanced riders. Definitely not something that a lot of lower-end bikes are going to be having in the next year, but maybe they're going to be pushing that as a new standard later on in the decade. E-mountain bikes, huge controversy over the last couple of years.
Massive.
And let me tell you, they just keep getting lighter.
And keep getting better.
You can get e-mountain bikes that have incredible battery life, super low maintenance costs for reasonably cheap now.
Yeah, and a huge thing with the e-bikes is a big argument last year and the years past has been they rip up trails, and that's just becoming not true anymore. It's just not a valid argument.
Because they're becoming so tuned. I believe that Bosch put out their second version of a motor. It was either 2 years ago or this year, or last year or this year. I'm not super positive on that, but I'm pretty sure it was this year, with smaller batteries that can still hold the same amount of charge. And I'm pretty sure you can find a relatively low-travel e-mountain bike for less weight than a full-spec downhill bike.
Absolutely.
Like the Pivot Firebird.
Yeah, sure.
Ram's T-Type drivetrain has gained a lot of popularity. That's not super related to mountain bikes, but I actually have looked into buying a couple gravel bikes. I know your dad was pretty into gravel biking.
Absolutely.
It's super
Bubbles.
cool. Yeah. Super into, I don't know why I just plugged his full name. I'm not going to do that to him.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Bubbles, super into gravel biking. He's actually, I'm not going to say his location.
He's gone on many gravel bike trips the past year. He recently bought one and loves it.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
Okay, you're done.
And along with the SRAM Eagle, with all the wireless stuff, having more of their drivetrains come up and start to sort of take an edge on Shimano is interesting, and I'm interested to see how those two end up competing in 2025.
Yeah, and it'll be awesome to see where both our trail and the community, our channel and the community progress in 2025. Oh, if you're confused about the presents, watching this after Christmas, we just filmed our Christmas special. Go over to check that out. What a legendary video that was.
I think you should watch it, because it's good.
It's a good point by Tyler.
And this will be TrailheadMTB out. So
See you guys.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yep.